provisional constitutional review commission, to set up the constitution for the country. So I think the whole country has a debt to him in guiding us in determining how the country should be governed. So I think in that regard we can regarding as a champion of the present government.
On November 18, 2012, Bishop Tiliwa Johnson was enthroned by the Anglican Church of the province of West Africa as the 9th Archbishop and Primate of the region. A ceremony graced by the country's number 2 Christian and Muslim religious leaders and senior government officials, perhaps a sign of his appeal to all and sundry, irrespective of religious affiliation or social standing.
He has the Gambia at heart, he has the church at heart, and he's ready to push it. And he's done a lot. So he will be greatly missed for his determination to push ahead and to get things done. So that's the man that we miss. I should say now we've missed him.
Married to Reverend Priscilla Johnson and blessed with 3 children, the fallen hero is described by many, including family members, as a man who fitted well in his family responsibilities.
I got a late phone call last night to inform me that he was playing tennis and he collapsed, and they rushed him to MRC. They did all they could to revive him back, but it was not possible. That was the information I got. Then I called the wife. She confirmed it.
The late Dr. Solomon Tiliwa Ethelbert William Johnson, who was a dedicated sportsman, died on Tuesday evening after doing his workout. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Well, may his soul rest in perfect peace. The user fee and charges for various services offered by state hospitals and health centers have been revised, and the new tariff will take effect on 1st February 2014. A media release from the Ministry of Health and Social Welfare reveals Gambians, pregnant women, children under 5 years, those affected with TB, people suffering from mental illness, and people living with HIV and AIDS will continue to receive treatment at no cost. Full details of the new user fee and charges will be made available to the general public in due course. The release ends. Officials of the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology have been touring in village skills training centers and others supported by the Department of Community Development. The tour party, led by the ministry's permanent secretary, hit the road with a view to getting first-hand information on the status of the skills acquisition centers. Buba Sisa went along and he now reports.
Expand and decentralize skills training across the country. The Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, MOHAST, in collaboration with the National Training Authority, NTA, which is the regulatory arm of the sector in the area of technical and vocational education and training, recently embarked on a nationwide tour in order to get first-hand information on the status of the skills training centers and map out way forward for skills training and skills development across the country. The tour began in Gunjur in Kombo South, where the team was briefed about the status of the center by the Village Development Committee chairman.
When Adam Amambure was here, they used to do tie and dye here, and at the same time also, it used to serve as a daycare center.
The Deputy Permanent Secretary at Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, Momodu Katim Toure, commended the people of Gunjur for their effort in providing skills center for women and youth, and at the same time, urged them to better organize and better manage their center for posterity.
A series of examples have been cited by you. There are pockets of skills training centers, but they are not organized. There is lack of coordination. That is why we are out here, the Ministry of Higher Education, in collaboration with the National Training Authority, to see how we can better organize skills training, how we can better coordinate skills training, and how we can increase access in skills training.
The center coordinator at Brikama Community Development gave a rundown of the center from its inception to date, while highlighting their constraints in carrying out some of the activities. The two delegates paid a courtesy call on the governor of West Coast Region, Alhaji Lamin Sane, asking for his office's continued support towards the promotion and decentralization of skills training in his region.
Going down to see for yourselves at least is quite very important. And for we as a governor's office, we are part of government, and we are representing the presence of it directly in the region here. And we always want to champion the ideals of the government policies, and also the president's clear call on youth empowerment and youth development.
From Gunjur in Kombo South, the delegation proceeded to Fonyi and then to Kiang in the Lower River region. It became clear to the two delegates that the country does not lack the expertise in the area of skills acquisition, but rather it is the question of sustainability, rehabilitation, enrollment, funding and management of these centers. Thus, MOHAS is committed to supporting in-village skills training centers and the community development supported skills centers for the empowerment of women and youth. The team is led by the permanent secretary at MOHAS, Dr. Cherno Omar Bare. Speaking to the people of Kayaf in the Lower River region, the permanent secretary commended the women for the active participation in skills training, emphasizing that skills training is the ideals of the Gambian leader whose desire is to see Gambian women and youth empowered in skills development for the advancement of the country.
This is why the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology has decided to take this tour, and at the end of the tour we would have been well informed to know what the villagers really need with regards to skills training, the areas they would need. And as it has been mentioned by the Deputy Permanent Secretary, His Excellency the President, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya AJJ Jammeh, has the intention of seeing that every citizen in this country is empowered to be able to be well trained to sustain oneself as well as to sustain the family, and not to be entirely dependent on any other person. And we are happy to know that at least the commitment of the women has given us much hope that we will be able to help in any way possible to make sure that the skill centers are vibrant and functional.
The tour also availed the staff of MOAS the opportunity to know some of the factors responsible for the short lifespan of most of the skills training centers in the country, which include lack of better organization for resource mobilization and better management. And as a ministry charged with the responsibility to make sure that skills training centers meet the needs of the citizenry, had a series of consultations with relevant stakeholders for sustainability. Buba SMCC, GRTS.
10 graduates of Islamic schools operating in the Gambia have been given scholarships by World Islamic Coal Society to further their studies at universities in Libya and Senegal. Their beneficiaries were today briefed on what lies ahead. Rahibite has that story.
The World Islamic Coal Society has been offering scholarship packages to several Gambians in pursuit of higher education in the Arabic and Islamic field, efforts that culminated in the graduation of many now serving the country in various positions. But this time around, these are the lucky 10 who are graduates of 12 grades, said to be the best among their batchmates in the country. 5 of them will be going to Libya, while the other 5 to Senegal. The students, who are graduates of Talending Islamic and Arabic Institute, Islamic and Arabic Institute of Birkama, and Nur Islamic and Arabic Institute, are expected to be good ambassadors of the country in pursuit of furthering their studies. The director of the World Islamic Coal Society in the Gambia, Nasser Takazi, applauded the government of the Gambia through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for their support in enabling the effective implementation of the scholarship. According to him, they expect the number to expand in other areas like skills empowerment and teacher training. He urged the students to be hardworking and diligent in their studies. For Al-Amin Keba Biai, who is among the lucky ones, this is an opportunity given to him out of many in the country. He thanked